My name's WhyLearn, and this is the first time in my life that I've actually succeeded at YouTube. I made 60 videos, had a few of them go viral, and was able to get monetized in a large following in just under 3 months. Somehow this happened in 2024, playing a video game that's 15 years old. I now get paid legitimate money to keep doing this. The idiot from Wisconsin has won, and the haters, they lose. This is wild to me. Before the angry mob shows up, I'm not going to sit here and say it was all skill or this is exactly how to replicate it for the same result. There's some luck involved for sure, and results always vary. So for this video, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I just want to share my strategy and mindset to grow my following and how I evolved along the way at each step. Life is all about probabilities, and I just want you to put yourself in a spot where you have the highest probability to succeed. This is my unique YouTube story and how I was able to make this happen. Lately, I've been thrilled to see so many people starting their new YouTube channels and YouTube journeys in the comments, and I'm honored that people have used this channel as an inspiration. So I just want to make a video sharing how I approached doing this thing we all call YouTube. Getting into YouTube has been one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I want everyone to be able to succeed here. So let's chat about my journey and strategy to go from 0 to 10K subs. Before this channel, I had a few older ones centered around old Call of Duties. Think of COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and this was generally in 2009 to 2012 range. I had a channel where I'd make MW2 trick-shotting episodes and some zombies commentaries. Although I had a blast during this era and loved making this content, these videos went nowhere, and maybe in my peak I was generating maybe 100 views per video. These failed for many reasons.
So I got my thunder gun there. Basically for these early rounds, you hang out by PhD, and right here we almost get down, because if I would have got hit right there while I was flashing, we would have died because Mick also went down.
Maybe that's why they failed. Lack of quality, lack of experience, and not knowing what people wanted to watch. I was simply too young, just copying what everyone else was doing, which didn't work for me. I had no uniqueness and wasn't providing much to the user, and I ultimately stopped YouTube for about a decade as I got busier with school and work. Last year and the year before, I'd been itching to come back. Deep down, I knew I had more to say and found myself grappling with the issues of many 20-somethings face. I was watching channels like Jay Schlatt and Loaded Buggy and others, finding that I wanted to get back in as well after seeing some others succeed. I made my first video called I'm Changing My Life to Follow My Dreams, both to share a journey and to help others along the way by sharing my thoughts and experiences, knowing that I was going to be on a journey in my personal life by leaving my job, my childhood, and past life behind to embark on a journey, with Call of Duty as my comfort food. I went hard. I made many videos. A lot of them had pretty low quality overall looking back, but it was important to just start to set the tone. I shared mostly my scripted thoughts on a variety of situations while having MW2 gameplay in the background. I was doing both shorts and long form. After reaching about 100 subs, mainly through shorts and one-on-one interactions, I took a step back and noticed that my Navigating My 20s Crisis video had the most views, and I noticed that a spike in the dating section. So I wanted to dig a little deeper into the video that I thought would help people to talk about dating and then some about business. I also got some feedback from a friend, shout out to Mick, that said I should get more personal in storytelling in my unique situations as opposed to just sharing advice. People want to hear your unique spin on things. So I made 3 videos that changed the course of my YouTube channel. 2 of them were a complete surprise, and one of them I kind of expected. So I made 2 videos around the same time. One of them was how to go from minimum wage to 6 figures, and a different one was called Dating is Important. I had feelings about dating that was important, would do well, since it's a common topic, and I spent lots of time making that one. I shared my dating experiences and made the case that it's important for young men to get out there to try to find a partner. For the minimum wage one, I told my story of how I went from working minimum wage jobs in grocery stores and restaurants to where I was currently at that moment at a 6-figure tech job. It was much less scripted, but highly personal. Not much production value, just some entertaining zombies in the background and a guy from Wisconsin talking. The minimum wage one started to pick up just 3 days after its upload. It was my first one to hit the algorithm. I mean, it had 30 views after 3 days, and look where it is now. Then I remember I was cleaning out my grandparents' house on a summer weekend, and I went to bed with maybe 150 subs. And I woke up to about 700, 800 subs. Uh-oh. When I checked my phone notifications, I knew something happened. My video on dating had over 30,000 views in one day with mixed comments and lots of subs gained. This got me into the thousands of subs, and eventually the minimum wage to 6 figures one really took off as well. My last and probably my favorite video was Nostalgia and Accepting the End of Your Childhood. This was the favorite video I made, but I didn't expect much of it either. It was just a heartfelt video where I talked about many things about growing up in a short MW2 video with a tactical nuke. Gained a heavy amount of views and honestly has the most beautiful comment section I've ever seen that I still go back and read frequently when I need some comfort. And when YouTube pushed these videos, they saw my bank of other videos which likely led to a higher sub rate. So the grind, it paid off. Through these 3 videos, I discovered what you need to succeed for yourself on YouTube. I found the intersection of both what I like and think about and also what others like and think about. For me, this is business, dating, nostalgia, and of course, Call of Duty. Through experimentation, refinement, and luck, I found out what was working that I was also passionate about. This is what you need to find for yourself. What do you love talking about so it doesn't feel like work? And also, what's appealing to others as well? So in terms of content for a gaming channel, you need one of three things. You need to be A, really, really good at the game and get good clips with good edits. For me, I'm okay at Call of Duty. I'd say I'm firmly in the middle class of COD abilities, nothing special, so this really isn't me. Or B, you need to be entertaining talking about stuff. Funny, witty, creative, clever. Think of someone like Schlatt. He's very entertaining to listen to talk. Or C, you need to bring value, something that followers can learn from. And this is probably closest to my format, which I'm just sharing my experiences and opinions that people may be interested in. Ideally, you have some combination of all of these. In terms of attitude, you'll need a few things. You need to be willing to start and not care about perfection. Your early videos will suck. You'll mess up a lot. You'll sound like an idiot, and that's normal. My audio sucked. I was just reading a flat script monotone, and it was just bad. They were not my best videos. Next, you need consistency. All else fails without this. You need to be uploading at least once per week, likely more as long as the quality doesn't suffer. YouTube's a lot of work, and it's not all pretty behind the scenes. Especially when I had a job, I had to have the discipline to sit down for hours and hours every week to make videos. It's not a walk in the park, and it's real work. You got to work hard at this. That's why you need to pick something you like, because it's part of your life now. But you need to make sure you're getting your videos out there, otherwise people won't see them. And finally, you need resilience in your attitude when it comes to the early phases and lack of views. It's very tough to put blood and sweat and tears into a video just for it to get 20 views and lose 2 subscribers from it. The early days will be tough, but once you get over the hump and see results, you'll get that motivation back. You need enthusiasm even when getting a small number of subscribers. I mean, I was jacked up when I had 24 subs in this video about my 1 week on YouTube analytics, so I've proved that I didn't care, and here it is. Show you that even for beginners on YouTube, you can notice some nice traction. Again, I've only been doing this for about a week. So it's Monday, August 19th, and my first video was Friday, August 9th, so it's been a little bit over a week now. First of all, I've went from 0 to 24 subscribers, so shout out to all 24 of you. That's amazing. If you love it, you won't care about the numbers as much. We all have something to say and content to make, so think about what you actually enjoy before diving in. Pick a game, pick a niche, and decide what you want to bring to the table, and then grab a shovel because it's time to get to work. There are a few phases of YouTube growth that I'll go over. Phase 1, and this is the hardest phase, the one that most channels don't make it past, and this is 0 to 100 subscribers. You're in the trenches. You need to get a little muddy here like a World War II soldier. It's not going to be pretty, and you'll likely get very few views and interactions during this phase. But I have news for you. This is a phase that you can will your way to victory, and here's how. First off, a channel is nothing without videos. Just start without worries. Get a few videos out there. It won't be perfect. You need stuff out there so people know what your channel will be all about. And also a good picture and background and channel description and just the basic stuff. I focused on uploading as much as I could, and I even attempted daily uploads for a little bit. I was doing shorts, I was doing long form, basically everything. I found early on that shorts get more organic exposure than videos when you have a low sub count. Usually can get a few hundred views off of a short, and maybe more. I was doing this after work, so I didn't have much time to put into making the quality I would have liked, but the important thing was that I started. I even had a short kind of go semi-viral at 23k views early on, and even gained some subs from that, so that was some early encouragement for me. You need to claw and scratch your way to 100 subscribers. Just get there. Psychologically, just get there. You need to channel your inner Midwest guy. Go up to people, shake their hands, introduce yourself. Here's what I did. I searched for Modern Warfare 2 videos and commentaries on YouTube and found recent uploads from smaller channels and left comments on them. If you still have some of my original comments, shout out to you. These are the people that I thought would be the most interested in what I was making. I subbed to smaller channels that I'm interested in, and I left comments, and if they like your stuff, they'll reciprocate. I even made some mistakes here, like leaving links to my videos and Loaded Buggy's videos. Sorry, Buggy, I was getting desperate. Don't spam people, and I probably crossed that line at times, but leave a few comments here and there every day. You'll begin building your small base of followers. I was reaching out to friends, old friends that I played games with, just to say what's up and tell them about my channel, and true friends will support you and subscribe. I was sending emails, Reddit messages, LinkedIn messages, what have you. I mean, I was throwing some Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys, just forcing the ball downfield. But it was slowly working. I put as much focus on this, the ground game, as I did in the videos, which you don't need to do forever. I encourage my close friends to watch the entire video. I'm not sure if this matters, but your view duration matters more when you have very few views in order to push it out in the algorithm. Now, this is a very hard phase to get through in terms of your morale, but once you see progress, know you're on the right path. And if not, try some new experiments and continue. Also, make sure you reply to everything in the comments to foster a good community. Treat your first few comments and subs as gold. So the next phase, 100 to 1,000 subs. At this point, you've likely had a few videos that did well, maybe you have 100, even 1,000 views, and you have a nice small community in progress. Find your style here, find your voice, refine your videos. Now you need to optimize things. Improve thumbnails and titles, make playlists, and start collaborating with people in your sub range in the same niche. You can still reply to everything, but at this point it's going to start to take more time, but it's still important. You might notice your first negative comments and haters and just ignore them because they're weak. Don't let it get in your head and carry on with your day, and stay the course. Make bingeable videos, and at this point, put some effort into a few good long-form video attempts. It will make the chance of virality a lot easier than a normal video. For instance, it took me 3 weeks to get to my first 100 subs, and then only a few days to go from 100 to 1,000 when I had a few viral videos. Now, there's a lot of luck involved in these, but the more high-quality videos you make, the luckier you'll get. After videos go viral, you'll kind of be on autopilot, and you can focus more on continued quality of your videos. Because with viral videos, you'll be gaining subs around the clock, so this ground game that you were doing before doesn't matter as much. Now that you have a base of videos and have the general flow going, really up the quality. Keep building your bank of videos and focus on that, but while maintaining a presence in your community. The ground game still applies, but maybe at this point you can stop being so aggressive in the trenches and focus more on your videos. The next phase, the strategy for 1,000 to 10,000 subs. At this point, you may have had a viral video and should be looking at getting your channel monetized. I got the sub requirements before the watch hours requirement. Really shift your focus more to quality. About 70% of my views and money come from only 3 out of my 66 videos. The progress happens faster here, and you'll notice daily subs that weren't coming in before, and it's kind of a compounding effect. The more videos you have that do well, the more they'll go view your other videos, and it just keeps snowballing and compounding, and you just get more and more views. Improve the quality, but be careful not to be too crass in your videos so that YouTube will give you a nice monetization rate and get those watch hours. Focus on honing in on your videos that have succeeded as well. Double down, make series, and continue to try new things as well if anything's stagnant. At this point, it becomes harder to reply to everything, but continue to try your best. I still love watching the COD commentaries, even from smaller creators, and at this point too, I'd consider opening up other community stuff such as Discord and all that, which I'm going to try to do in the future. So how do I make videos that people actually enjoy watching? Put yourself in the shoes of a viewer. Would I enjoy this? Would I click on this in the sea of stuff on the homepage? I would sit there and watch video after video of X type of video. If that's true, then start making that type of video. You need to do this without being clickbaity. The way I've done this is to generate some level of controversy, make a claim that's debatable, open the door for hate. My most viral videos made claims about dating that people disagreed with, or people hated my jobs video because a family connection helped me get an early internship. People left comments, engaged, watched it, and thus the videos kept propelling in the algorithm. Don't be afraid of the idiots online because they're actually helping you and they don't even realize it. Thank you, haters. Human nature tends to value the negative feedback more than the positive. I'm guilty of ignoring the 10 positive comments I get and then focus in on the 1 negative one. It's normal to feel this way and it'll get better with time. Just make sure that you're making stuff that you enjoy and that it appeals to a broader audience. So what does YouTube care about? You need to put yourself in YouTube's shoes. YouTube's simply a company interested in keeping their users on the platform so they can generate more ad revenue. And this will give the edge to videos that hook and keep viewers. The click-through rate and average view duration are super important, as well as the actions that users take, such as subbing or clicking on your other videos. Make sure people find your video and title interesting enough to click on with relatability or entertainment, and then keep them watching by actually following through on what the title is. The math shows that quality is more important than quantity, and here's where this applies. Think of what Bernie Sanders always complains about. The top 20% of US households have about 80% of the wealth. This is a law of the universe known as the Pareto distribution, and it roughly applies to YouTube channels as well. For example, the vast majority of my results come from very few videos. In my case, about 5% of my videos is generating about 67% of my views and money as well. You can't escape this law of the universe, and this is why we should focus on quality. Other than that, make bingeable videos that keep people around and don't really care too much about what others say. Also, some quick thoughts on shorts versus long-form videos. Shorts are great initially, but I found that people stick around and you gain more loyal subs from long form. Maybe use shorts initially to advertise your long form or get natural views or exposure to your channel, and then focus on videos to keep people, with the better attention spans. I plan on getting back into shorts as an experiment, so I'll update you on this in the future. Anyways, that's it from me on this. I'm sending a special message to those of you who support me and starting channels. Good luck, and I'm rooting for you. If you make my kind of content, leave a comment. I'd be happy to check out your channel. Good luck, and I'm super grateful for all the support, you guys. Let me know what you think, and have a nice day.